Namaste. Welcome to Yoga for Life with Antoni. Today is total body with some emphasis on the psoas muscle, also known as the soul muscle, which connects the upper body to lower body, and it's part of the core. It helps stabilize your hips and it protects your back. So when it is weak and overstretched, it can actually cause a lot of pain in those areas. So we're going to go ahead now and get started. Bring your feet hip distance with your toes lifted up. Shoulders back and down, lining up over your hips. Ears back, lining up over your hips, chin straight. And then imagine a string is tied to the crown of your head and lifting you up towards the ceiling, creating length. You can close your eyes here or keep them open. As you inhale through your nose, start to lift your arms without bending your elbows and without lifting your shoulders. When you feel stuck, instead of bending or shrugging, go ahead and flip your palms and exhale through your nose as you bring your arms to your side. This is going to be a slow movement with the breath. Inhaling through the nostrils, lifting. You feel stuck, exhale, flipping your palms and slowly moving your arms to your side. Let's try to match our arms to the breath movement. Inhaling through the nostrils up. Exhaling through the nostrils down. You can close your eyes here and just continue moving with your breath. Each time the arms go a little further. And don't force. One more. And soften your knees and start to twist it out and let your arms kind of swing and hang and even bang against your sides. Let out a cleansing breath. And let's go back to the top of the mat for that mountain pose again. Feet are hip distance, toes are lifted, knees are soft, shoulders back and down over hips, ears back over the shoulders, lift up through the crown. Your next inhale, let the arms float. And then as you exhale through your nostrils, we're going to bend at the hips and the knees. My back stays fairly straight. And then you kind of rest on your thighs and let your head hang. If you have high blood pressure, glaucoma, keep your head lifted above your heart. And then we're going to do a half lift. So I just want you to bring your hands either to fingertips or to shins, just as much as the least amount as you can to straighten your legs and back. And then fold and bend. Step back to downward dog. We're going to walk our dog. We're going to start to stretch things and get used to being upside down. So you just bend one knee and then you bend the other. This is called walking your dog. If this is too difficult for you, please check out my chair yoga playlist. We do the same thing modified with a chair. And then we're going to come into a plank. So you can come on your knees, but your knees are behind your hips. See that? Shoulders over wrists. And push the floor away. Take a breath. Then bend your elbows for chaturanga without letting them go out or in for a breath. And then push back and walk your hands forward and sink your chest to the floor. Your hips stay up. This is puppy pose. Then bring those hands back where they were. Bring shoulders over hands. And lift your chest into cobra back bend for a breath. And then bring knees under hips, hands under shoulders. You're going to push the mat away, spreading your fingers. And on the inhale, you're going to drop your belly, lift your chest, lift your chin in cow. On the exhale, you're going to push your hands, and you're going to lift your back and tuck in your chin, kind of leaning back. This is called cat or cat stretching. Inhale into cow, exhale into cat. Continue doing this with that nostril breathing. And then tuck your toes, lift back up to downward dog, and take 3 breaths. Pull your shoulders down your back. Pull your hips back and up, and your heels down. And walk it back in to a forward fold. So my feet are fairly wide, my knees are soft. I'm resting on my knees and thighs. We're gonna do that half lift. And then we're gonna sit back in a chair. So don't bring your hips past your knees, but sit in your chair. Bring your knees back. Use your hands to lift your chest. Lift your toes, take a breath in chair pose. And lift up, lift your chest, lift your chin, lift your arms. And release and swing it out. Whew, you should be feeling warm now. We're gonna go ahead and do one more sun salutation. Let's find mountain pose. Inhale, lift, chest, arms, chin. Exhale, hinge at your hips and your knees. Letting your head drop if you don't have high blood pressure or glaucoma. Do that half lift. Just bring your hands as low as you can until you can straighten your legs and your back. And then bend your knees and step back to downward dog for 3 breaths. We're gonna pull our shoulders down our back. We're gonna bend our knees so we can push our hands forward to bring our hips back and up. And we're gonna reach our heels down. Then we're gonna come into plank, either on knees or toes. Kick out through your heels if you're on toes. 3 breaths. Same thing, knees or toes. Bend your elbows all the way up to 90 degrees, but as little as you can, or as the most as you can. Push back into puppy pose, keeping your buttocks up, bowing your chest to the floor, and then slide forward and up into cobra back bend. Back into tabletop. Knees under hips, hands under shoulders. Bring your navel in towards your spine, pull your belly in. Bring right arm forward, left leg back, and keep your left hip square. So your left hip's gonna wanna spike up. Lower it, push away with your left hand, and take 3 breaths in bird dog. And switch. Left arm, right leg. See how my hip lowers. And now we're gonna come down to our forearms. Make a fist with our hands for forearm stand. Walk your knees back. Keep your shoulders over your elbows. And push for 3 breaths, or come up on your toes. And release, come into puppy pose. Take a big breath. Stretch out the elbows, armpits, and shoulders. Back, shoulders over wrists for that cobra back bend. And downward dog to walk it in. We're now gonna sit back in our chair. Don't go past your knees. Then you're working your lower legs. We're trying to work the glutes. Bring your knees back, toes up. Use your hands to lift your chest. 3 breaths. Feel there's a little arch in your back still. Don't round. You'll hurt your back and you won't work your glutes. Bring the weight into your heels. 1 more breath. Rise, open, little back bend. Release, and swing it out. Big cleansing breath. Let those arms swing. Whew. All right. We're gonna go into warrior 1, and we're gonna start to work on this hip flexor. That's where the psoas muscle wraps around the front of these. So we're gonna bring our right foot back on railroad tracks and bring the heel down for warrior 1. And then we're gonna turn both hips front. We're gonna bend our knee, keeping it in line with the middle toes. Push into this back heel. It's gonna work your glute, release your hip. Bring your chest forward. And then on the inhale, start to lift arms, chest, and chin. As you bend your knee and press into the back heel, you're gonna feel a nice stretch in this front hip flexor. 3 breaths in warrior 1. Don't let your head hang back, kind of keep it lifted. Come into namaste hands, release, shake it out. We're gonna get the other side. On railroad tracks, left foot steps back as far as you can with the heel staying down. Bend your knee as much as you can, keeping it in the center. Bring shoulders over hips and lift. Feel the stretch in this left front hip flexor as you bend deeply and press into that back heel. Warrior one. And release. And now we're going to strengthen the hip flexor part of the psoas muscle. You can use something to hold on to because this is not a balance, although it does help your balance. I'd rather you hold on and not cheat, which is just your body's way of taking the path to least resistance, which it always will. So you can start by bringing your hand to a wall, and then you're going to stand upright in mountain pose. You're going to stretch out your right foot coming onto your right toes, okay? We're not going to bend the knee. We're going to keep it straight, and we're going to lift as high as we can without dipping back. That's where the cheating comes. So keep your buttocks slightly out, keep your chest lifted, and then lift your leg. It's not going to go very far. Hold on to the wall or namaste for a breath. And then without bending the knee, just tap your toe to the floor. And do it again. You can hold on to the wall. And release. Working quad and hip flexor. We're going to try to keep your foot neutral, not pointed or flexed. That will keep it less out of the quad. And lift. Feel it all in here. The foot is relaxed. And release. And again. And release. And again. And release. And again. And release. And now we're going to get the other side. Again, you can hold on to a wall, especially to set up, or the whole time. Straighten your left leg. Come to your toes. Keep the arch in your back. Buttocks out, chest lifted. And lift and take a breath. Just a quick breath. And tap your toe. Never bending the knee. Never leaning back. And again. And release. You're going to want to lift higher and compensate by leaning back or tucking your butt. Try not to. And again. And again. And again. And again. And release. Bring your feet out slightly. Soft knees. Draw a circle on the floor with the lower body only. Pressing your hands together in namaste to help relieve your wrists. And then change the direction of that circle. Again, the upper body stays fairly still. And move with your breath. All right. We activated those hip flexor muscles. Now we're going to hold and strengthen them. Let's go to the right side again. Again, it's okay to hold on. And lift. Check in. You're in mountain pose. 3 breaths. Foot is relaxed. And release. If you flex your foot really tight in or out, you're going to activate other muscles. So try to keep your foot relaxed. And never bend the knee, because then you're working the quad. And let's go. You can hold on to a wall or namaste. And release and shake it out. Come to wide legs for warrior 2. Turn your left foot to the front of your mat or the corner. Bend your knee right over the foot. It's important that that knee stays in line with the middle toes. It can go past the toes, but it needs to be in the middle. Then we're going to come to the pinky toe side of the right foot, okay? We're going to bring our hips center, shoulders over hips, arms out, palms up, and shrug the shoulders down your back, shoulder blades down your back. You can look at your left hand or wherever you want for 3 breaths in warrior 2. The deeper you bend, the deeper the pose. Try not to let your head jump forward. Keep your shoulders hugging down the back. Then just side bend. We're not forward bending. We're side bending without using our arms to lean on for a modified side angle warrior. I want you to imagine you're crushing a Coke can with these left ribs. Keep the front knee bent. Come back up. Let's do warrior two on the right side with the right foot. Come to pinky toe side of left foot. Hips in the front and center. Arms out, shoulders down your back. Ears back, look at your dristi. Whatever spot you want to. The deeper you bend, keeping the knee in the center, the deeper the pose, unless you go into pain. We never go into pain in yoga. And breathe. Warrior two. Side angle warrior with namaste hands. Side bend. Imagine you're crushing a can with this right waist. And back up. We're now going to turn our feet out in a wide-legged stance. And we're going to sit our butt back, okay? Once you bring that butt back like you're sitting in a chair, don't let your knees go in or forward. Push them out. Sit down as low as you can without lifting your heels. You can keep your hands resting on your thighs or bring them out or into namaste for 3 breaths. Yogi squat. Don't sink as low as you can go. We don't want to sink in the hips. We want to strengthen the hips. Pull pelvic floor muscles in like you're holding in urine. Use your hands to come back up. Okay, we're going to walk our feet in. We're going to fold. We're going to half lift. We're going to sit back in our chair. Rise and release. And let's go ahead and come down onto our backs. All right, arms out, do some windshield wipers. Inhale through the nose, let it out of the mouth to cool off slightly. All right, we're going to bring our right foot into a figure 4 or pigeon pose. Looks like that. Same thing, keep your foot relaxed. If you have knee pain, then flex your toes in towards your shin. Okay? We're going to take our right hand. Again, we're going to fire up the front hip flexors part of the psoas muscle. We take our hand. We firmly hold it against the inner knee. And then with all of your inner knee strength, press into your hand without the hand pushing back. Take a breath, release everything. And again. Release. It's this inner front hip flexor that you should feel, possibly. And again, push into the hand, resist with the hand. Take a breath, release. A little shaking is a good sign. And again, activating that psoas hip flexor muscle. And again. Let's do one more like that. And switch sides. We're going to activate the left hip flexor. And go. Release. And again. Release. Again. Release. Halfway there, 3 more. Release. 2 more. Release. 1 more. Breathe in for 3. Breathe out the nostrils for 3. And release. Let's switch sides. Back to the right side. This one we're going to hold for 30 seconds, which is roughly 3 to 4 slow breaths through the nostrils. And begin. Try to breathe in through the nose for 5 if you can. Don't force it. And breathe out the nostrils for 5 if you can. And release. Let's go to the left side. Again, with all of your energy, press that inner knee into your hand. The hand resists for 5. Breathing out for 5. Breathing in. Breathing out. One more breath like this, breathing in. Breathing out. And release. And now we're going to go into the side muscles in the back that work their way up the back and that twist you. So we're going to bend our knees. We're going to bring our knees to the right without lifting our left shoulder and hover for 3 breaths. You're going to feel these left ribs actively breathing. And you can see I'm looking to the left. That's an option unless that hurts your neck. Same thing. Breathe in for 5. Breathe out of the nostrils for 5. And one more. Back in the center, give yourself a hug. Cleansing breath, letting it out of the mouth. Ha! And arms out, knees to the left, and you can look to the right and let your knees hover without lifting the right shoulder. We're going to breathe in for 5 with these right ribs. We're going to breathe out for 5. See if you can use your nostrils to breathe again. And out. And one more breath. And back in the center, give your legs a hug. Lift like you're going to kiss your knees. Release feet to the floor. Knees bent. We're not going to let our knees splay out. They're going to want to. Bring your arms wide and your chin flat with the ceiling. Lift your toes, okay? You can even lift the balls of your feet off the floor. We're going to squeeze your butt cheeks or your glutes and lift as high as you can without the knees coming out. And then we're going to slowly lower. We're going to do this with very slow breaths, okay? On the inhale, you're going to squeeze and lift for 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. And exhale, holding for 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. And lower, down. On the inhale, you're going to lift and squeeze. And on the exhale, you're going to hold. And release. And again, inhale to lift, squeeze, exhale to hold. And release with a cleansing breath. 2 more. Inhale as you squeeze and lift as high as you can. Exhale to hold. Relax, release, cleansing breath. 1 more. And exhale to hold. And release. Widen your feet and twist to the right as you look to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist to the left as you look to the right. And go back and forth with your breath. And you can pause the video for shavasana here, letting your knees fall in or widening your legs straight, whichever feels better on your back. You can close your eyes and just start to feel the breath coming in and out of your nose. Lifting and lowering your chest. Rising and falling in your belly. Pause, stay here as long as you want. Or take a deep inhale through your nose, pausing at the top just for a second. letting it out of your mouth, verbally with a sigh. Ha, opening your eyes, hugging your knees, roll to your side, and sit up. And I just want to thank you for joining me today. Namaste. Please come back and hope to see you again. Namaste. God bless you.